On May 14, 2025, in Kiev, the head of the GUR of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, Lieutenant General Kirill Budanov, together with a team of specialists of the Special Service, publicly presented a series of Magura attack marine drones for the first time. These are the famous killer ship of the Russian Black Sea Fleet Magura V5, multifunctional platform Magura V6P, Magura V7 rocket-propelled drone, the first in history to destroy an enemy combat aircraft, Magura V7 model, equipped with a combat machine gun module. Recall, marine drones Magura, the latest technological weapon, thanks to which the fighters of the GUR Group 13 Special Unit managed to turn the situation in the Black Sea in favor of Ukraine. During 2 years of combat use of various modifications of the Magura drone, the Master of Military Intelligence hit a total of 17 sea and air targets of the Russia, 15 of which were completely destroyed, in particular, 2 enemy Mi-8 helicopters, 2 Su-30 fighters, large ships Ivanovets, Caesar Kunikov, and others in the water. The damage inflicted on the enemy is estimated at more than $500 million. It should be noted that military intelligence of Ukraine for the first time showed a new generation of Magura V7 marine drones. They are capable of covering large distances and have armed turrets and missiles. You see anti-aircraft missiles, and this speaks for itself. We are starting to push out, let's say, the Russians from the air over the Black Sea, said Kirill Budanov. The Magura V7 is quite different from the USV used to carry Sea Dragon missiles. That was a wider hull with large fixed launch rails. The V7 is essentially an enlarged Magura V5, the baseline model used to ram enemy ships with an explosive charge. It is approximately 8 meters long compared to the V5 at 5.5 meters. The V7 represents a mature capability compared to the Sea Dragon version, which can be thought of as the prototype. It is cleaner and better thought out. It is unclear, however, whether it is exclusively armed with Sidewinder missiles or can carry other weapons. The Magura V7 shares similar lines to the V5 version but has a reshaped bow. This feature suggests improved seakeeping, useful for operations in winter. It is seen with several communications antennae and sensors. It does not appear to have an explosive charge in the bow, due to the lack of impact detonators, but this may be configurable. The 2 American-made Sidewinder missiles are mounted on their aircraft launch rails, which appear to be able to be elevated for launch. The missile's operational range and performance is similar to the Soviet-era AA-11 Archer missiles used by the Sea Dragon. Engagements may take place at around 10 kilometers, although it may be much shorter in practice than in theory. The success of Ukraine's uncrewed surface drones cannot be overstated. They are rewriting the rules of naval warfare. Aerial reconnaissance units of the 414th Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces have destroyed 3 infantry fighting vehicles of the occupying Russian army advancing towards the city of Pokrovsk in Donetsk region, thereby preventing another attack. One of the armored vehicles exploded on an anti-tank mine planted by Ukrainian fighters, and caught fire. Other vehicles were blown up by strikes from kamikaze drones. Most of the infantrymen in the vehicles could not escape and were destroyed. Ukrainian troops have struck the headquarters of the Russian Army's 40th Separate Guards Marine Brigade in Rylsk town in Kursk region, Ukrainian media reported. Deputy commander of the brigade Alexander Danilov was killed in the attack that was launched on May 11. Alexander Danilov was involved in Russia's full-fledged invasion of Ukraine since 2022. Earlier, he participated in Russia's military operations in Syria. Danilov is the latest of military officials eliminated by Ukrainian troops. Ukrainian army has scaled up missile and drone attacks on Russian military and strategic facilities in Ukraine as well as in Russian territory. It should be noted that Russian army announced in late April that it fully liberated its border Kursk region from Ukrainian control. However, a day after the announcement, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Ukraine's troops were still fighting in Russia's Kursk region.
Рильск. Прямо дорогу въебали.
Все целы?
Целый есть?
Не, пострадавшие есть. Что там мужики?
Ukrainian aviation struck a bridge over a river near the settlement of Zvain in Russia's Kursk region. As a result of the strike with Western-made aviation bombs supplied to Ukraine as part of military aid, the bridge used by the Russian army for the movement of manpower and equipment exploded and collapsed. It should be noted that recently, Ukrainian aviation has increased its strikes on the positions and military headquarters of the occupying Russian army in the occupied territories, as well as in Russia's border regions, mainly with US-made GBU and French-made Hammer aviation bombs. As a result, a significant number of manpower and equipment of the Russian army have been destroyed.